It's not often on this channel we get to witness an ultimate crossover between different people, videos, shows that I've made fun of before. I think the most notable yet was when we watched To Catch a Cheater and get to see Dhar Mann Copycat Life Lessons with Luis team up with Dhar Mann Copycat Smear Bop Nani to put together that cringe fest. And that wasn't even the most shocking crossover, because who else but Chris Hansen showed up?
Instead, he'll find us, To Catch a Cheater, along with Chris Hansen from To Catch a...
Hey Zad, how you doing?
That is 3 separate entities that I've made fun of on this channel coming together as one to make the ultimate piece of garbage video. Today is no exception. While not as shocking as seeing Chris Hansen show up on a YouTube channel, it's still worth noting it still shouldn't exist, but what other channel can we count on for making videos that shouldn't exist as much as Dhar Mann himself? Yes, we're finally taking another look at Dhar Mann after, I would say, probably more than a year and a half of not watching Dhar Mann on the channel. The video in question is Protective Bro Spies on Sister, featuring Brent Rivera. That's right, it's a crossover between Dhar Mann and Brent Rivera, the thing that I don't think anyone's asked for this. Not even just on my channel. Like, I mean on Brent's channel, Dhar's channel. I don't think anyone on earth has ever uttered the words, I think Dhar Mann and Brent Rivera should collab. Now, the only extent to which I've covered Brent Rivera was his Awesomeness TV Dream Date with Brent Rivera show, which was... holy shit.
You seem like the real swell guy. Probably trying too hard. Hopefully I played the right card.
Yeah, not the easiest thing to watch, though what on this channel is. Now, even though I've only covered his dating show, I am quite familiar with Brent and his content. If you don't know much about Brent Rivera, he's basically just frozen in time. He is the exact same person that he's been for the last 10 years. He has been 18 passing forever, and he capitalizes on that tremendously. He basically went from Viner to vlogger, dipped in popularity for a bit, and then now he's back on top vlogging with his friend's girlfriend, his sister's boyfriend, his sister, his sister, his sister. If I go to Brent Rivera's YouTube channel right now and I type in sister, there will be roughly 700 results, and I'm not even exaggerating. I went to go get footage, and it really just keeps going. I do think a big reason he puts a lot of her in his content is because she also has a big following, so it's pretty beneficial for the both of them. But Brent still has this overprotective brother thing that I guess is doing well for him, but it's kind of weird because they're both in their 20s. I'm pretty sure Brent and I are the same age. But alright, back to the Dhar Mann video. I wanted to get all of that out of the way because it will matter. Trust me.
We should go to Disneyland tomorrow.
Guys, I already told you I don't want to do anything for my birthday this year, but thank you.
Come on. You always go all out for us.
Yeah, remember the surprise party Austin threw for Jesse when he gave her like 20 gifts?
So far, Brent is the coolest guy in the world because he doesn't want any gifts, he doesn't want any surprises, even though he gives the best gifts and the best surprises. And this is exactly how cool he is in real life, because he's rich. Also, you know that, come on.
Come on.
Was the best out of 17 takes, and they're like, it is not getting better than this. Let's just fucking take it.
It wasn't exactly a surprise party because I saw you in the parking lot.
Yeah, that happened. Sorry, bro, I'm not good with surprises, really.
Did Brent forget that they're filming right now? Also, one thing I forgot to mention about Dhar Mann, I've been watching him here and there on stream. His channel is basically just kids now. Like, they sprinkle in some adult stuff, but for the most part, it is almost all kids. I think most of the adults that watched Dhar Mann, God bless their soul, I think they were getting a little tired of the whole shtick. So I think at this point, it's pretty much just the Dhar Mann copycats making the old school Dhar Mann cringe.
Why would I want to take you anywhere, let alone on a date, when you look like this?
So as they're all talking and hanging out, one of Brent's friends says that his sister, Jessie, looked cute in an outfit at a party one day.
Jesse looked super cute that night.
Which isn't the worst thing in the world. Like, it might be awkward if it's like the dynamic of the friend group, but not the worst thing ever. But then Brent says what any normal adult older brother would say.
You think my sister is cute?
I meant her outfit looked super cute, you know, because she was wearing that velvety black dress and that she had the purple coat, right? Yeah. Don't even get me started on those boots. I mean, where do you even find those?
That was 4 months ago.
Why is the music so tense right now? It sounds like he's trying to talk himself out of getting murdered by Tuco from Breaking Bad. Okay, that is weirder than I remember. Alright, that has to make sense no matter what part of any video of mine I put that in. Guys, it's me in a different outfit, which means it's time to thank the sponsor of today's video, Factor. By now you guys know that I love working with Factor just as much as I love eating their delicious pre-made meals. If you guys don't know by now, Factor creates fresh, chef-crafted meals that are sent conveniently right to your doorstep. That means no meal prep, no dishes, and no unhealthy fast food or takeout. Factor's menus are updated weekly and include more than 27 meals and over 34 add-on options, so there's always plenty to choose from, as well as meal plans to meet almost any diet, like keto, calorie smart, chef's favorites, vegan and vegetarian, and even the protein plus, which is what I personally use because I am jacked. The convenience is Factor's biggest plus in my opinion because you can have a delicious and healthy meal ready for you in just 2 minutes. And the fact that they're delicious and healthy is huge because any other meal that's ready in 2 minutes is often neither of those things. So guys, whether you want to save money, eat healthier, or just save some time during the week, Factor can help you tremendously. If you do want to check them out for yourself, use my link below or head on over to go.factor75.com and use code POGCHRISTJAN60 for 60% off your first box. That's more than half. I checked. So guys, go check them out. They're awesome. I use them almost every week. Thank you to Factor for sponsoring, and now back to Dhar Mann video.
It's late. Oh, yeah. I think, I gotta go do the thing. So I'm gonna go.
You know, I miss the old school Dhar Mann cringe writing. This just feels like you told an AI machine to watch the last 3 years of Disney Channel shows and then write a Brent Rivera sketch.
You shouldn't go alone. I'll walk you.
Yeah, okay, sure.
You are gonna walk him? Guys are supposed to protect the girls. It's not the other way around.
Please, I am a lot tougher than Ken. A bad guy would be more scared of me than him.
Did she just kill him?
She's got a point.
Fine, just be quick. I'll be waiting.
Relax, Austin. Sheesh, you don't always have to be so overprotective.
I'm your older brother. Of course I do. I know what's best for you.
Once again, I must remind you, because I had to keep reminding myself this. They are 2 siblings in their 20s. I'm pretty sure both of them can rent a car.
Later, Drew.
Later, Ken.
Yep.
I think my sister and Ken have something going on.
Really? Hey, bro. No, it's not possible, bro.
Also, something I feel like I must point out, if you don't know, Dhar Mann has a giant studio warehouse where pretty much everything they make is filmed in now. So just remember, wherever they're filming, they probably built that for Dhar Mann videos. I just think it's so impressive and hilarious at the same time.
I guess there's only one way to find out.
And that is...
You are going to spy on her.
What? No way. Bro, look, I'm not spying on Jessie. Because Jessie is 20 years old. I mean, she should be allowed to date. And it's kind of wrong to assume she's incapable of making, you know, the bet.
I'll give you $100.
You know that completely normal human thing that you do when your friend is trying to talk some sense into you and give you some genuinely good advice, and you just give them a $100 bill to shut the fuck up?
So, we're going to dinner tonight, and I know it's gonna be special.
So Brent, what have you got going on today? I don't know, it all depends on what my little sister's doing. What? Yep, she's gonna hang around the house, I'll hang out around the house with her. She's gonna go out and buy some stuff, I'll pay one of my friends to go spy on her. And when she comes back, I'll probably hang out with her then. What do you do when she's gone? I smell her sheets. What else would I do?
Okay, all right. Following. Okay.
I know I just mentioned it, but I can't stop thinking about the fact that this was built for a Dhar Mann video. This is a Dhar Mann set.
Can I help you find anything?
Yeah. I'm trying to buy something for a guy.
Oh, nice. Someone special, I take it?
I guess you could say that.
Well, I have something that may work right over here.
Well, we do only have 7 shirts in this entire store, but I think I might have something.
Do you mind if I show one of these jackets? Great. What do you think of this?
Oh, I actually really like it.
What do you think? We picked up 3 identical ones in the same size from Kohl's this morning. Perfect. That's why I shop at Dhar Mann Clothes Store.
Dang.
Drew? What are you doing here?
It's open.
The fuck does this guy do all day? I know I did a bit about it, but like, does he just hang out all the time? He's just always in a constant state of hanging out.
So, what happened?
She bought a men's jacket.
Of course she did. It's probably for Ken. Anything else? Well? What was that?
It sounded like a phone.
Yeah.
It was her tablet.
Oh, don't touch that. It probably has all her personal stuff on it.
Precisely the point. Oh, would you look at that? Ken just texted her. I want to read it, but she probably has a pin.
No worries. I added myself to her Face ID when she was asleep.
She must have disabled it.
You should probably stop. She wouldn't be happy about this.
Why do you keep taking your side?
No, I'm not taking sides. I'm just saying, look, how would you feel if she went through your messages?
I'm the older brother. It's different.
I like how Brent's reaction to this guy giving him basic advice. It's not even advice at this point. It's just like, hey, what the fuck are you doing, dude? It's just, I'm the older brother. Here's another $100.
So excited for tonight. It's gonna be epic. See you at Giuliani's at 6, winky face. Wow, they're totally going on a date tonight. He even put a winky face and everything.
No, I don't really think it's a date.
Either way, we're gonna find out. Because guess who's gonna be there to confront them?
Dhar Mann, I hope. Probably not, though. He only shows up for big YouTubers like Mr. Beast. Which, by the way, go check out Andy and Gabby's video on the Mr. Beast Dhar Mann collab. It's just as bad in different ways.
All right, let's see what else they've been talking about. Jesse's home.
Okay.
Hide. Oh, just go.
Quick, over here. It's my usual spot.
Coming, Mom.
These characters have some serious plot armor. This is the second time a character has been saved by a sound from the other room.
I was thinking...
Well,
They're right there.
I can't believe this. I'm gonna say something.
Wait. You don't even know if anything's going on yet.
Has none of the guests or employees at this restaurant noticed the two guys looking like they're scheming to rob the Duncan's toy chest?
Stop!
Hey, what gives?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Austin.
I just now realized he's wearing Dhar Mann merch, which is something that I've been trying to scope out through the video. There's always a reference to Dhar Mann existing in this universe, and it took me a second to realize that is Dhar Mann merch. I'm used to the So You See shirts, but this one's new.
We got you.
Yeah, we did.
So you two aren't on a date?
No, not at all.
Wait, but you walked him to his car.
Yeah, to finalize your birthday plans, nothing else.
How did you guys know I was gonna be here?
You think I don't know you well enough by now? I left out the bait, and you fell for it.
Yeah, we knew you'd probably get suspicious and then go through everything and follow us around.
Some guy sitting behind them at the table is just like, wait, he did what?
Or make Drew follow us around.
You told them?
No, he didn't. But we caught him spying on us at the store.
Yeah, we all knew you would do this, and we all wanted to be here to talk to you about how fucking weird you are. Like this shouldn't be a thing we expect you to do. Yeah, if I'm being honest, I didn't think you would do everything we predicted you would do, but there you are every step of the way. Also, I don't really want to come to your house anymore.
Yeah, it was pretty obvious. But we made him promise not to tell you anything and to just keep playing along.
And we gave him $110.
I mean, I would have told Drew sooner, but he doesn't know how to keep a secret. Do you, Drew?
No, yeah, you're right. All right.
Maybe I was being a little too overprotective. I'm sorry.
Thank you. So, you're gonna be okay with me dating? Austin.
It's not gonna be easy, but I promise I will try my best.
That's great.
No, this isn't great. This is not okay. This is not acceptable. They're old enough to rent cars. Don't encourage this.
Because even though I'm not dating Ken, thanks, I am dating Drew.
What? No.
I tried to tell you there's no way she could be dating Ken.
You little...
Stop. Before you do or say anything, remember what you just promised.
I'm gonna...
Austin!
What?
God, this is so hard to watch. It's like they decided to take the whole dad on the porch with a shotgun cliche and morph that with Brent Rivera, something that should never have been morphed together, but if any channel's gonna do something that shouldn't be done, it's Dhar Mann.
Thanks, babe.
Babe? Not in front of me. Don't do that. Take your arm off.
Well, what about this?
No, hey! Don't... Drew!
They're playing it off like it's this playful older brother thing, but he needs to go to therapy. This is not, even if they were like both teenagers, which is what Brent Rivera pretends to be all the time. Even so, that would still be strange, but he is a few years away from his fucking 30s, and he's about to murder his friend for giving his little sister a kiss on the cheek.
I told you! What are you... You're done. Stay right there. Nope. Stay right there. Don't move. Don't move.
But after that, we all learned nothing, or at least I don't think anyone in my audience, or God forbid his audience of 20 million people, learned anything. Damn, I didn't really think about it that way. I guess I should stop treating my sister and my friends like this. Thanks, Brent Rivera. Now, I am glad we do get one thing that is very, very rare to find in a Dhar Mann video these days, which is Dhar Mann stopping by at the end to say something.
Hey, Dhar Mann fam, I hope you loved that video. I'm gonna let Brent tell you what it was about.
I guess Brent Rivera is big enough to at least get Dhar Mann to stop by for a sec on his way out to lunch.
Yeah, so it's okay to be overprotective with your little siblings, but whatever you do, do not spy on them, unless they're dating your best friend.
Brent, did you not learn anything from this video?
Okay, fine, don't spy on them.
Thank you. And I'm sure everyone watching this is dying to know, have you actually spied on your little sister in real life?
No, I haven't.
Even Dhar Mann is like, wait, you're not actually like this, are you?
Thanks so much for watching, and please remember, we're not just telling stories,
we're changing lives.
We'll see you in the next video.
Well guys, I feel inspired, and I feel like I learned a lot. Even though I don't have a younger sister, I have a younger brother, and I've never acted this way towards him. I didn't learn anything. But yeah guys, if you did enjoy, don't forget to like, comment down below, tell me what you thought, share with your friends, helps me out a ton, subscribe if you're new here. Thank you again to Factor for sponsoring today's video. Remember, use my code below, or my link below. Go check them out, get some meals, it's delicious. With all that being said though, thank you again for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.